add and subtract integers using manipulatives. From Braining Camp, we're going to use the algebra tiles. So let's start with basic addition. We're going to add 5 plus 3. So we're going to start by bringing over 5 of our positive blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then plus 3, so we'll bring over 3 positive blocks on this side. And because all of the blocks are the same color, we're just going to add them up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our answer in this case is 8. So what happens when we have one of those numbers to be negative, or both? So we're going to go ahead and clear this, and now let's do the problem -5 plus -3. So we're going to work the problem the same way, but in this case, now we're going to use our negative blocks. So we're going to pull out 5 of the negative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 or 3 of the for the -3. 1, 2, and 3. Same rules apply when we did 5 plus 8. In this case is -5 plus -3. And we end up with all the same colors, so we just add them together. And we realize that because they're all negative, in this case, we're going to end up with -8. So now let's look at a problem where one of our numbers is negative. So -5 plus +3. So I'm going to build it the same way. So I'm going to start with my -5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I'm going to build the +3, but I'm going to use my positive blocks. 2, and 3. Now that they're different colors, this is where we're going to use our pairs, and we're going to pair up the different colors. So I'm going to take one of my negatives and one of my positives, I'm going to pair them up, and they're going to disappear. Pair them up and disappear. We take one here, disappear. What do we have left? Well, we have -2, and that's my answer. So let's look at another problem. 5 plus -3. So again, we're going to pull out +5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to use -3. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pair them up. So 1 red, 1 yellow. Pair them up, they go away. Now what do I have left? I have +2 left. So my answer in this case now is +2. Hopefully, the more you do this, the students will realize about the absolute value, and that the absolute value of 5 in this case is bigger than 3. So that number, your answer, is going to have that sign, in this case, +2. So how do we do this with subtraction? So let's look at your basic subtraction. So let's start with 6 minus 3. We're going to do it the same way. We have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now when we're putting in the 3, hopefully we start to realize that this is a -3 here. And we still have to do the state change. So that hasn't changed. We still need to do that. So we're going to do stay, change. And this shows me that I'm really adding a -3. So I'm going to bring over my -3. And because they're different, I'm going to match them up. And what do I have left? I have a +3 left. So let's look at a problem. -6 -3. Okay, if you want to go right now, we can do the stay, change. So stay, change. And now I have -3, so I'm going to have -6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have a -3 over here. So I'm going to pull over -3. 1, 2, and 3. Because they're all the same color, I'm just going to add, right? How many negative blocks do I have? I have 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer in this case is -9. So let's look at one where it's 6 minus -3. Again, we're going to go in and do the stay, change. So stay, change subtraction to addition, change the sign. If it's negative, we make it a positive. So now we just bring over, now it's a +6. So I'll bring over my positive numbers, my positive blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I use my positive blocks for the 3 because we changed it to +3. So 1, 2, 3. In this case, they're all the same color, but they're positive. So how many positive blocks do I have? I have 9 positive blocks. So let's do the one more where it's -6 minus -3. And again, we're going to go ahead and do the stay, change. So stay, change subtraction to addition, change the negative to a positive. So now let's build. So we have a -6. So I pull in my negative blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is a +3 now. So I pull in my positive blocks. So 1, 2, and 3. And because they are different colors, one's negative, one's positive, now we're going to go ahead and match them up. Match those, we match these. What do I have left? I have a -3 left. And hopefully over time, the students will start to realize again about addition, subtraction, and understanding about the absolute value and whether or not they have to add or subtract the numbers. I hope this helps.